You are listening to the Spine Whisperers podcast. Please know that our doctors are here to only educate, not diagnose on this podcast. If you have any questions, please feel free to find us at www.mfwellness.org. Hey, it's Dr. Matt, Dr. Brad, and
hello,
Shawn here for Bone Stories with Shawn. So Shawn is our next participant, contestant, winner, if you want to call that. He's pretty pumped up.
I'm excited.
He's very excited.
He's been waiting months.
Yeah,
I believe.
Yeah, so long.
Yeah. If not weeks.
Yeah. So thanks for tuning in, and then we'll just kind of start from here. So how did you get here to Midwest Family Wellness?
Other than driving?
Yes, other than driving. Supreme dad jokes incoming.
So my wife's friend introduced us to you guys. But the reason that I started coming here was back in July of 2021. I was in a car accident and I was rear-ended going down 270 and my car spun out. I hit the median. I got knocked unconscious for a slight period of time. And I didn't, like many men do, don't go to the hospital to do a simple checkup. And 3-4 months later, kind of started feeling some pain, some stiffness. And then probably about 6 months after that, I really started hurting. And so I was like, it's about time to go see somebody professional about it.
But instead, you ended up here.
Yeah. Great place.
But yeah, like part of that story is there are a lot of people that don't know what they should be doing following a car accident. And this is people that are not like, oh, I'm 16 years old, I'm 17 years old. What do I do if I get in an accident? Like, do I get checked out? And especially if you lose consciousness or a head strike or like your car gets totaled, like that's a big deal. Seeking help immediately following, like, that's what we're trying to do here is educate as many people as we can regarding, unfortunately, car accidents as well, which like isn't our main thing. But
because sometimes people feel fine right afterwards, adrenaline's pumping, and they're like, okay, yeah, I'm good, no problem, and then it does hit, whether it's a couple days later or months later. If that much damage occurred to your vehicle,
can you imagine what's going on in your spine and the body, forces that act on that?
Wasn't meant to go 70 mile an hour.
Yeah. The car was totaled, and I ended up breaking the seat because my body pushed the seat back.
Your body is so powerful.
So powerful that I snapped that seat right in half.
Yeah.
And then I just walked home.
Yeah.
Carrying the car.
Yeah. Okay, so of the things that we've worked on since you've been coming in here, what is like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that you adjust that, or I didn't realize you could do something with that?
Well, my initiation in here was, I was so stiff, I couldn't really move. I was sitting down in booths like this because of how bad my back hurt, and it was horrific. So once we established a routine here and I started getting back to normal, I realized after that point how much better I just felt. I felt like I was better than before the accident. Like I just felt stretched out, which I probably need to do stretching more often, as probably most people do.
That's true. There's 3 or 4 people that came in today that we talked like, hey, are you doing your stretches? Are you doing your exercises? What more can we help you with that we're not doing? Just to like, people need that encouragement. Like we can lecture people all day long, but like some people don't respond really well to that.
Right.
And I believe we helped improve other areas beside your spine, right? Was it the hand wrist issue you dealt with for a while there?
Yes, I'm working on a computer every day for many years. I've had wrist problems. I think before I came here, even doing something as simple as doing push-ups was so painful on my wrists that I couldn't be at a 90-degree angle and go forward with weight because it hurts so bad. And so doing the routines when I come in here of the wrist routines, I wouldn't say I'm back to on 100%, but I'm far better than whenever I came in here.
And what other therapies have you done? So obviously you've been on the table, stretching, adjustments. What else have you done in terms of therapy here at this point?
The shoulder. Recently, it's been my shoulder.
Okay.
I've had some pain, and that's actually, I found out it's been since I stopped playing catch with my son. I was always stretching my shoulders, stretching my arms before playing catch. Then I stopped playing catch, and I found out, now my arm is sore. Now my arm hurts because I wasn't doing those stretches all the time. Really reestablishing the stretching has been beneficial, and the few times you've made adjustments to my shoulder, it's back to normal, I would say.
Being able to be an active participant in your health, right? Whether you're walking, whether you're running, whether you're biking, whatever. Those things are really important to be doing 30 to 40 minutes every single day, getting a good sweat up, and then stretching out afterwards. It's just so very important, along with, drinking water, eating enough protein, getting enough sleep, like all those things that we tell people every single day. You guys need to do this because this is part of what helps and makes you better. When you first came in, we're going to do an exam, we're going to do a report of findings. How did you feel like that exam went? It was like something you've kind of like never experienced before?
You mean the first time I met Dr. Josh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Was something I've never experienced before.
Yeah. He's a new for everybody. He's a new for everybody.
I will say the first time, the level of detail and the level of intelligence that Dr. Josh brought just to the initial exam of everything that he talked about and his research level of everything that he does and adapts all of it into your rehabilitation right off the bat. That's what I really liked about him. He also made a lot of jokes. And so, brought the funny to it. Yeah. And which really, calms you down in the room.
He really gets along with people, really understands people. So like if he senses that you're like nervous, especially with younger people like ourselves, he really, really understands what's going on. So he's able to talk to us and add us at our level. So pretty awesome.
Your wife has come in.
Yes.
You have come in.
Oh, yes.
And apparently you trusted us so much.
So much.
That I believe some other individuals came in.
Yes.
Recently.
Both my children. My son plays baseball, and my daughter rides horses.
Yeah.
So both of them have come in and are doing weekly adjustments. Mm-hmm. And of course, my son doesn't really say much of anything at any time. But my daughter has said that the adjustments do help. Yeah. Do help her.
Your kids are absolutely fantastic.
And I think, any sport or activity they're involved in, getting adjusted is great, but especially like our gymnasts and our horse riders, equestrians, it's especially important just with what their spines go through every session they have. You think about the compression that they deal with. So I know for the ones we've taken care of in the past, it makes a world of difference for them.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I do want to say that other than just me feeling much better than I've felt before, I will say I analyze myself a lot more than whenever I even first started coming here. Okay. I realize my positioning of when I sit down in a chair, or if
checking your posture.
Or yes, I check my I watch that corner. I analyze myself on how I sit or even how I stand, and I try to correct if I see that I'm doing something that it's probably not good for my spine.
Do you feel like the adjusting, and also you've done the traction for a while, do you feel like that's helped your ability to maintain that? Have you noticed a difference there?
Yes, I love traction. I feel like that's one of the best part of my days.
Great.
I feel like my posture has changed significantly since I started coming here. And even sitting out in the waiting chairs, I catch myself, I'm on my foot, as with most
you-
everybody
yeah,
else,
you
I'm
looked
on,
on the
I'm on
line,
my
everyone's-
phone, and I'm slumped down in the chair and looking down, and I'm like, oh, this is not what I should be doing.
Yeah.
Stand up. A lot of times I hold my phone up in front of my face so my head's not down. So it's a world of difference how your mind reacts after coming here to, oh, I probably shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
I notice after I do that for long periods of time, my back starts hurting. And maybe
weird.
that's because I'm getting older. I don't know. But, I feel like that's helped me try to change my day-to-day life.
Yeah, that's just a great thing to add to not only where you talk about the amount of stuff that we try to educate our patients about or talk to people about, even though it's as simple as, well, why do I need more protein? What does that do? Well, when you rest and you sleep, your body repairs, and you need that protein availability for the muscles to repair, right? And so, like, sometimes people skip over the, like, I know you're telling me to do it, but why am I doing it?
Right.
So, yeah, that's a really good point where you're just like,
Self-aware.
you're aware. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
aware. You're like AI.
Have we rechecked?
I don't know if I go that far.
Have we rechecked your height at any point? Because I know some people, they're super excited because we check your height in the very beginning, and then we check it again, and through posture and of course improving the health of those discs, it may be like a half of an inch, but people
It's
are
something.
excited. Yeah,
Usually because you go down as you get older.
exactly.
If you gain it any time
Most people are-
past 21, I think that's
Yeah,
golden.
Exactly. Most people are very disappointed when we first check their height, but then we can at least get them up towards where they thought they were. So
Yeah, I don't think you may have checked my second
Re-exam?
my
Yeah.
second re-exam.
we might have to do that today.
The one thing I was excited to get rechecked was my grip strength.
grips.
Yeah.
Because I had started off strong. I mean, I hit 150
You're above that. Oh yeah, you're way above
in
that.
the beginning, and so after Dr. Josh talked about, your grip strength is going to get stronger, I was like, holy cow, I really set that bar high in the beginning at 150,
Yeah.
and I don't think I surpassed it, but I'm maintaining it at least,
Yeah.
which is good.
Well, I
That's
think you
150
also
stuff,
you also
yeah.
even out on both sides, right? We love
Yes.
a high grip
Absolutely.
strength, but the fact that if one's 20 or 30 pounds off the equalization of them, even if it's just a little bit lower, is fantastic. So yeah,
Yeah, and 150 is well above average.
yeah, it's
So
40
we-
points higher than
Right.
your age
I-
range.
average. Yeah.
I think I shocked Dr. Josh whenever he read that
And
number.
probably a little jealousy in his eye as well. That tends to happen.
You ever see Dr. Josh on the grip strength? He goes after it.
Yeah.
They tell you just to grip it like this
Uh-huh.
and whatever, and he's like all the way down, like squeezing so hard. Anyway, on the subject of Dr. Josh, who is your favorite doctor?
And why is
it
his
Dr.
name
Josh?
Dr. Josh. Yeah.
I love Dr. Josh, and he's super intelligent. I love it whenever he gets all excited and he brings me the
He's pumped, isn't he?
the research that he
Yeah.
does, and he prints it out and he brings it to
Article
me,
of the week.
and then we spend a couple minutes and talk about the research and the new thing he found, which I love that he does. He gets excited about new research and new studies and things. The continual research is a lot of what this place
Yeah.
is amazing about.
Yeah.
Is him telling me that he's doing continuous research.
Yeah,
You don't feel like you're in a doctor's office to where
it's like humdrum, right?
the guy's 112 years old and he knows what he knows and that's all he knows.
Hasn't
You're not
looked at
gonna change
anything.
my
Yeah.
mind, sonny boy.
Right. But I will say that I think us being the Beard Brothers is I
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
have
Bearded Bros.
And Dr. Matt's your primary.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I do feel like there's this connection
There
between
is
us.
absolutely a connection.
Two
And so
dudes
I do
connection,
I do
yeah.
think
Bros.
I do think that that's what sets you apart
And
from anyone.
we're so very like in personality.
Oh, very much.
I don't know if your wife gets whatever, but she's like, it's like I come in here and get adjusted, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's my husband right there, and it's me, it's Dr. Matt. It's like, nope, it's not Shawn, it's Dr. Matt. It's like I
Very
get enough
close.
of this at home. Can
Very
you please
close.
stop?
A match made in chiropractic heaven.
That's right.
Yeah.
Bones forever, baby.
Yeah.
Bones forever. Okay. Thank you very, very much for tuning in to our podcast today, Bone Stories with Shawn. Please tune in for further bone stories with other patients as we progress this series further and further. And just really learn what it is to get adjusted and really be truly cared for in our office. So thank you very much for myself, Dr. Brad, and Shawn. Adios.
Bye. A big thank you goes to Hug Monster Sound for all the hard work they put into making us sound so great.